Hello, everybody. Jerry, Execute Fitness, and we have Patricia here today. Patricia, with no secret, I told you before, like I love the results you're gaining, and I wanted to know what is the revelation that you have from also this program. And it sounds like you did very well, and of course, each body react differently. But I like the implementation you did. The implementation was amazing, and it looked like your body reacted very, very well in about 5 weeks or less. So. I wanted to share a little bit. How was your life before you started the program? Obviously, you can speak a little bit about if you want to also your life, but specifically, how was the goal or the results or the identity behind the results that you wanted before starting compared to now?
So I've always been a pretty active person, also before the program. I'm a vet and I have a dog, and I'm outside a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been doing a lot of cardio before the training, and I've actually been working out before the training, but not like on these regular basis. And what really helped me with this program was keeping to the diet, and just the way the mentality is that it's really a lifestyle. It's really all about, it's not this 6 weeks or 12 weeks or however long you do it, and it's not a diet. It really is a lifestyle. And I think this is so important because everyone is gonna have these moments where you can't stick to the diet, and if you just take it as a diet, you might get the feeling of failing, and then you get frustrated, and then it's just like everything starts like tearing apart. And if you take it as a lifestyle and you just say, okay, this evening I was at a party, I ate too much, maybe I drank too much, I don't know, it's just too much calories, and then instead of getting frustrated, just the next day do as you go, and keep the motivation and the lifestyle up. I think this is like really the important part.
Yeah, amazing, very good.
Yeah, not sure if I answered all the questions.
Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, I know that you went live, and I saw in your live video that you were saying that now you work out sometimes 5 times, sometimes you work out 3. You like to compensate. You understood that obviously the rule about is your body doesn't really think in a day, thinks more in a week. So obviously, if you're able to some days do more or do less, or some week more and less, you still get results. So I wanted to say. You look like you have a busy schedule, and still, I want to know from you how much time it really took from you on the overhaul, because there is quite this objection, or for some people worry about having results like or somebody when they see that obviously your pictures, they always ask how much time do you need from this. And so specifically, I wanted to know the results you got, which is amazing. They're gonna see your picture, obviously. How much time you have to invest on that?
Not that much. I think it's all about your regular daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
So the other day I met a friend because every morning I pass her when I go jogging with my dog, and I think like the jogging part is not the important part. I just do that because I have a dog and I just enjoy, and it gives me motivation. But I don't think you have to go running every morning.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Yeah.
But I just like to do that. So,
yeah.
But she was like, oh, how can you do this so early in the morning? And then I think it was raining, and I was like, okay, it doesn't matter, because you have to just implement it in your day, and then and you just, I mean, I don't get up and ask myself, do I go running? I just get up, no matter what weather it is, no matter how cold or warm, or if it's raining, or if it's dark outside, I just take my light. But now this is not a problem anymore in summer. But so I think it's the same with the food you have to prepare, and the going to the gym. I mean, in the beginning you have to get used to it, and you have to take it as your maybe in the beginning you have to sometimes force yourself, but then
Mm-hmm.
when you actually realize how much better you feel, it's like yesterday, for example, we had this party at the Tierspital, so at the animal hospital, and there is this huge get together, and I was like, maybe I should go and to the gym first, and then I join a bit later. You know, who cares if you come 1 hour earlier or later? So I did go to the gym, and I felt so much better afterwards. And I already know that when I do it, I invest some time, but it feels so much better. So if you have your daily routine, it's not that hard to get to the results. And you know, with the food preparation, for example, I don't spend that much time, because you know, I have a 100% job, I have a dog, I have friends I want to meet, I have a lot going on. So I just, on Sundays, I prepare, I don't know, it takes me like an hour or something like that. Of course, it's not the whole food for the whole week, but it's preparing things and thinking about what to eat during the week. And then as I already said in the group before, I prepare my breakfast in the morning. I prepare it in the evening, so I have it in the morning. Yes, so how much time it really is, it hard to, like, I haven't calculated it, but I would say, I don't know, like an hour of food preparation on Sunday, maybe half an hour some day during the week, and 2 minutes preparing my breakfast in the evening. And then of course the workouts you do, but I mean, how much time does it take? It takes like, I don't know, half an hour to get there, an hour to work out, and half an hour to get back.
Absolutely.
Or you can do home workout, it's even easier.
It's really good. Like, regarding the workouts, obviously we set it up in a way that for busy people, they don't have excuse, because you can still do it at home. It's about exercise adherence, right? If you go to the gym, which is going to give you necessarily obviously more results, a little bit longer, but still. I like what you said. It was actually something I was going to be talking on the next roundtable about routines, about beliefs, and about obviously making fitness into the routine, because it's like saying, it's always the same thing about not having time, or about how difficult that might be. Realistically speaking, the hard part is understanding that you need to put something in a routine, but when you have it in a routine, it's because you like seeing results. And as you see results, your routine, it becomes something you cannot leave behind, or you cannot give up, right? So this is, and the hard part for people, which I'm really happy, and hopefully this message get across, it's understanding that you cannot have results, or you can have results, but you cannot keep results. Instead, you don't twist your identity and your mindset, because if you don't understand that to get there, you need to implement a certain routine that then, if you're not ready to keep after, you're gonna lose. Then obviously the message is not getting across. So maybe something you already have about running in the day, something that you've done even before. But for people, they need to understand that it's important to have some sort of something that keeps you successful. So obviously, if you know that each day needs to be devoted to yourself, it can be self-development, it can be meal prepping, it can be obviously each self-motivation, it can be workout itself. You should understand that routine has to be a part. There is no secret how you see people succeeding, and people that very, very successful entrepreneur, very successful people, all of them, they have a routine. They have a morning routine, they have a night routine. So it's actually really important. I like that you understood it so early, because it means that obviously you're setting yourself up to succeed. The next question was about obviously the online programs. It's very difficult to see a program that works in general. And it's even more difficult to be able to showcase the results like we're doing here, because, for some reason, there is too much in the fitness industry, and so it's too much specifically working on service and not really working on giving people results or what is promised. And I wanted to know, obviously, before you started this program, what was the expectation from you from online program in general, and how did you see this program be different than the other one? So it's very important for me to have a perspective from somebody that is successful with this.
Yeah, as you said, I mean, there's so many online programs out there, and the way that, or the reason why I agreed on doing the program was to get some information, to learn some more about the body, the physiology, how it really works, and not just blindly trying something, not getting results, getting frustrated and throwing it all away.
Yeah.
And was the other question, how do
It's
I
more
think
like
this works better?
I mean, compared to obviously what is out there, and from compared to your expectation, maybe you started with the idea to get some information. How is it, like, obviously it turned out that it looked like he over delivered for you. So how was your expectation before in compared to what you had? Well, obviously we wanna, I would like you to share, not the insights necessarily, but realistically, I want you to give people a perspective of the skepticism behind the online program, for example, not working, to why do you think this program works in a way.
Okay.
So what was more helpful for you, like obviously compared to the beginning that what you were expecting maybe?
Yeah, I didn't expect this program to be different to any of the other programs. I guess it was just luck that I choose this one and agreed to this one. But what really makes the difference, I already told you before, are the video calls and are the like the personal training you get here. Like we can always ask you when we have questions and you really reply. And I feel like in these other programs where they have like hundreds or even thousands of people that do the program, they don't have enough time to actually really look at the individual people and care about their results and help them when they're struggling. And here I really appreciate this. You are always informed on how your clients are doing, and you pick up right away when they have problems, and you try to get them back on the track and motivate them, do some adaptions. And yeah, I think this really makes the difference in this program.
That's good. Thank you. That was a nice compliment. Obviously, we like to, like you said, it's all about caring about what you're doing, really, and not do things just for money. And obviously, people tend to have a problem in the fitness industry about it. So if that wasn't enough, Leslie, what would you say to people that obviously, not only that maybe they want a results, but they're not ready to take action for some reason. They're not maybe ready, to mentally, or they're not ready to know, or they don't know exactly, obviously if it's going to work or not. But let's say they're ready, and still they have to think, I don't know when, and what, 1,000 excuses, right?
Yes.
It's not the power of here not having excuses, and this is one of the quote part that obviously I don't like people to come up with excuses all the time, because realistically, if you take an action, you're going to get results, and if you take the right action, you are going to get even the results you want. So how would you motivate somebody that possibly, specifically like you, maybe don't really have time because they have a full-time job, they don't like to trade off, to sacrifice something for something else? How would you motivate them for them to start? And obviously, maybe if we can say one live, or we can actually give somebody the results they desire from years, it would be worth for you to say that. So I would wanted to see or ask you, what would you say to them, advice wise?
I think it's all about your mindset. And what helped me is really look in the mirror, look how you look right now, and imagine how you want to look in, I don't know, a couple of weeks or month, however long it takes you to get to your goal. But it's all about the mindset and really wanting to get there, and having the motivation to change something. And I always had the thinking that you just have your body, and this is how nature is. And there are people that, I mean, of course there are people that can eat as much as they want, and they don't get fatter, and the other way around. I think when you do have a high fat percentage, it's really hard to lose it. But if you have your goal in mind, and I had that for example, like cellulitis. It's like this, people or girls or women always say that this is natural and you can't get rid of it.
Yeah, and you got rid of it, right? Because I was
yeah,
actually,
like most of it, of
yeah,
course.
and I was like a friend of mine. She's like, "Oh, look at this girl! Like she you know, she's, you know, like actually I have my girlfriend too. She said, look at like she lost it, and
Yes.
I was like, yeah, I look at it too, but I have to ask her because maybe it's the lighting. But it's like no,
Yes, I mean, of course, the light also makes
no,
a
but it's like
difference.
you lost. She was like
Yes.
telling me, she's like, look at this girl. She really got rid of that, and I was like, yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess it's all about the mindset and keeping your goals on your mind. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, I like what you said. This is really about, this is something very important. It's about people understanding that you don't have to be there. Like you don't have to stay like that. You don't have to to settle the way you are when you want more. And most of the time, people they're not allowing themselves to succeed because of fear. Because you think
Yes.
that, that the fear of you not succeeding, or maybe because you're not being was successful for so long, it's going to be too much. And realistically, no, that's not usually like that. It's like if you allow yourself to succeed, obviously, like you can. And this is all. Obviously, I would like everybody to get this message across. Very good, Patricia. Thank you so much for your time. We took this a little bit longer, but I really wanted your insight because you were one of the most successful. Specifically again in the implementation part. I like the way that you implemented everything. Good. Thank you so much for your time. We'll be in touch with you, and I cannot wait to see the picture of end week 6. So this is like in 6 weeks. It's going to be amazing. Thank you. Take care.
Cool. Thanks. Bye, Jerry.
Bye-bye.